This is 7 National News, and in our top story, Dubai Holding has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Dubai Municipality to develop the largest public park in Dubai. That's following the directives of the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Through the park, Dubai Holding and Dubai Municipality are looking to elevate the city's fitness levels, as well as confirm Dubai's position as one of the happiest cities around the world. That's across 1,430,000 square metres over at Dubai Land. Engineer Hussein Luta, the Director General of the Dubai Municipality, added that the park will also meet the highest levels of sustainability, while raising environmental awareness among its visitors, and will also increase public space in Dubai by 17%. The park will also provide a number of spaces that encourage exploration and a year-round activity for its visitors, including 30 kilometres of pedestrian pathways, 20k of jogging track, over 14k of cycling tracks, and over 7 kilometres of nature trails. It will also include 55 playgrounds for children, 45 sports grounds, 5 major event spaces and retail space for shops, restaurants and coffee shops. The public park will host sustainable on-site power generation, waste recycling and natural shading, as well as smart cards for ticketing, purchasing and Wi-Fi connectivity. The construction of the first phase of the park, covering 318,000 square metres, is scheduled to start later this year. The Emirates Red Crescent Authority has delivered emergency food assistance to residents of a Hadhramaut district over in Yemen. The move, according to news agency WAM, is a part of the UAE's continuous efforts to ease people suffering from the severe humanitarian impact of war. According to the supervisor of the Emirates Red Crescent's projects in Hadhramaut, this is the latest in a series of humanitarian deliveries to a large number of underprivileged families. Earlier, the Emirates Red Crescent had repaired 3 fire trucks for the civil defence in Mukalla, which also coincided with the World Civil Defence Day and is a part of efforts to enhance services in all sectors. That's according to the Director of Civil Defence in Hadhramaut. Dubai's Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, Dubai Tourism, has announced updates to the desert tour and camping regulations that were first introduced in May last year. According to news agency WAM, the revisions look to enhance the Emirates' desert experiences, elevate standards and boost Dubai's reputation as an adventure hub. Through the update, Dubai Tourism has created a more manageable and cohesive set of rules for desert tour and camping operators to follow in order to streamline compliance across the sector, and are a result of continued collaboration between Dubai Tourism and key government departments, including Dubai Road and Transport Authority, the municipality and the Directorate of Civil Defence. It was noted that the updated regulations will be rolled out to desert camps and tour operators in stages. And Dubai Tourism has put together a document covering everything from health and safety aspects, such as ensuring staff are trained in first aid, and also displaying Dubai Tourism supplied safety information cards in off-road vehicles, to essential camping provisions, updated insurance requirements, and basic amenities and services. The Philippine diplomatic missions in the UAE will soon start renewing passports within 3 weeks. That's according to a top diplomat. Perfecto Yase Jr., the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Philippines, made the statement during a 4-day official visit to the UAE, adding that the passport renewal process normally takes 2 to 3 months due to printing in the Philippines. But the process will be further improved to within 2 to 3 weeks here in the UAE. He noted that the process will start in the next couple of months, and that a law to extend the validity of passports from 5 years to 10 is also in process and should be implemented soon. It was also revealed that the government will soon begin issuing a unique ID card for overseas Filipino workers in order to help them in their transactions with government and the private sector. The Department of Municipal Affairs and Transport has announced an additional 546 parking spaces for motorcycles over in Abu Dhabi, in line with the Integrated Transport Centre's plans to manage parking spaces and to also increase safety. Mohammed Al-Maheri, the Parking Division Director, was quoted saying that 10 sectors are included in the first stage of implementation, and bays are free of charge for the first 6 months. He added that offering parking spaces that are specifically dedicated for motorcycle use is planned according to the Mawaqif strategy that aims to provide effective services and also enhance customer satisfaction. He also urged the public to follow Mawaqif regulations in order to avoid any parking violations. As the UAE is currently celebrating the month of reading, and the national reading policy aims to make the UAE a global cultural centre, the first Dubai International Publishing Conference kicked off in Dubai today, highlighting the key trends and challenges while promoting the publishing industry in the Arab world. The inaugural International Publishing Conference in Dubai, which brought together over 30 international and regional experts from the publishing industry, discussed how modern publishing, e-publishing and new digital platforms create new audiences, while at the same time reaching readers much more effectively. While stating that promoting books via social media is both a major challenge and an opportunity for the publishing landscape across the globe, industry experts revealed how Lean in 15 by Joe Wicks, who is a UK-based author, became a best-selling book in 2015. During a case study, it was stressed that publishers who aim to reach new audiences need to make their content relevant for both global and local markets, while also ensuring that it caters to the tastes and cultural nuances of the target audience. As international publishers aim to reach local audiences in the UAE and local publishers target new markets abroad, experts attending the two-day conference also revealed key strategies to promote the creative content of Arab writers, while also showcasing how the publishing industry can promote a reading culture here in the UAE.
The UAE started 5 years or 6 years to do for the publishing. We established the Publishing Association with Her Highness Sheikha Bidur, and since then the publishing industry started to increase by number of publishers, even number of writers, book distribution, printing house, and now it's the fruits. It's the fruits, and this conference is the fruits of what's happened in the past 6 years in the publishing industry.
In the UK, the traditional autobiographies seem to be selling less well, and we're seeing more and more social media stars selling. So 50% of the top 10 last year, for example, were YouTube stars. And in the area I publish in, cookery, we've seen Joe Wicks, a fantastic new talent, who's come up through social media alone. It used to be that a TV company would have to take you on and invest in you, and it was very difficult. But now we're able to find people who are creating their own content online, and they've got an incredible following already. If you have somebody who's connecting with fans, who's sharing content, whether it's workouts or recipes, practical things in their life, or if they just are popular like the YouTubers, they're going to have a ready-made audience, and it's less risky in a way than it might have been to publish a debut if they've got a big platform.
The two-day programme will also explore many different areas of the publishing industry, including digital trends, publishing strategies, the role of publisher associations, as well as looking at how a homegrown publishing industry can be strengthened to be on par with developments in the rest of the world.
I think UAE is leading most of the Arab world in this regard. It used to be Lebanon was the principal publishing country, and Egypt, of course. But I think UAE has really leapfrogged ahead, and with really enlightened leadership. And in Dubai, obviously, but in Sharjah, for instance, where the library project, which is coming from the ruler of Sharjah, is an amazingly important and positive development. There's not enough understanding of the Arab world in the rest of the world. And it would be terrific, and I was saying it earlier today, if Arabic publishers would start publishing in English as well as in Arabic, and then reach out to the rest of the world, because the culture, the art, the creativity of this part of the world is incredible. It's just people don't know about it, and what they do know about is we get negative views, and we could change that, and I would strongly support activities, and they are starting to happen, of local publishing becoming global.
And finally, looking to other news now, 2 weeks of action-packed tennis finally drew to a close this weekend, with world number 1 Andy Murray winning the title after beating Spain's Fernando Verdasco in the final game. Andy Murray was crowned the new winner of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships ATP 500 event, which was also celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. It was a shaky start for Murray after conceding a break point in the first game. However, he quickly realised Fernando's weakness with his forehand for the world number 1 to finish things off with a 6-3, 6-2 scoreline. It was Andy's 13th win over Fernando in head-to-head ties, which also allowed the Scot to grab his 45th career title win. Andy Murray had walked into the Dubai tournament after an early exit in the Australian Open, coupled with a second-place finish in Qatar earlier this year. The win in Dubai has brought in some confidence for Murray, who is seeking to continue his winning ways in the next outing over in California for the Indian Wells. Commenting after the finals, Fernando said that he was pleased to have made it to the final in Dubai, and he hasn't been able to go through to the second round in his previous outings. Despite not expressing much emotion after the encounter, Andy Murray is sure to be pleased with finally grabbing the Silver Dow Trophy for the first time.
Yeah, I started a little bit slow in a couple of the matches this week, but yeah, managed to turn it round and finish the match pretty well. Played some good stuff at the end. I think, you know, mainly for the week you're playing, and if you save match points, you tend to feel a little bit more relaxed as the tournament goes on. There, obviously, you know, when you're match point down, and especially the tiebreak that I had with Cole Schreiber, you're not under that much pressure all of the time, and you know, I still perform well in those moments. So, you know, once I got through that match, I felt like I had an opportunity to go on and win the tournament, and I did.
Even when I had a little bit of advantage in the first set with the breaks ups, I couldn't really find my rhythm, and you know, and of course it's a little bit. I mean, a little bit. He's disappointed. Even if he's number 1 in the world, I want to win. And once you are in the finals, you don't have nothing to lose, but you have a lot to win, a lot of points, a lot of money, and a lot of everything. And I wanted to give everything, but it was just not my day.